Rat proofing your chicken coop. Trapping rats the humane way. The first thing you want to do is inspect your chicken coop for signs of rats or mice. Some signs include eating eggs, holes in the chicken feed bag, holes in your window screens, inspect the chicken run for holes in the chicken wire. Now these could have been done by mice trying to get in or a weed whacker. Once you identified that rats are getting into your chicken coop, the next step is to rat proof your coop. Basically, I filled all the eaves with expanding foam. I've also taken care of patching up any holes in the chicken wire. The next step is to bait the trap. So I bought these on Amazon, relatively inexpensive at $20 each. Here I'm going to demonstrate how to set the trap and set it off. This little clip is your baiting clip, and you set the trap arm in the clip to bait the trap. Once you're done, you put it into the loop. The way it works is once the rat enters the trap, he eats the food off of the trap plate, and that sets off the latch and closes the door. The humane way to trapping rats or mice is through use of peanut butter and raw nuts. What you want to do is apply a liberal amount of peanut butter to the trap release mechanism, and again spread this on the mechanism itself because this will let off a peanut aroma that attracts the rats. The next step is to add your raw nuts. These could be almonds, these could be pistachios, they could be peanuts, cashews, walnuts. Again, just spread toward the back of the cage because you want the rats or mice to get in there, all the way in there to activate the latch. You want to place a trap near areas where you've seen rat or mice activity, or just near the shed itself. Next to it, I also have a homemade rat trap, which consists of a rolling log. This is simply built by using a Home Depot bucket, 5-gallon bucket, 2 Coors Light cans taped together with a rod drilled in between both of them. As the rat tries to reach for the peanut butter, what happens is the cans will roll and it will dump the rat into the bucket. Now, this being the humane way of catching rats or mice, we leave the bucket empty. However, if you decide to go another route, you could always fill this bucket with water. Here I have a second trap that was baited, but just a tip is you may want to anchor these down to the grass. Here I'm using a bamboo stick, a broken bamboo stick, and I'm going to use it rock to drive it into the grass. This prevents the mice or rats from getting in there and taking off with the cage. These traps have a bait clip. Once you're done baiting, you want to move it to the trap loop. We are now done with setting up the traps and also rat proofing the chicken coop. The next morning, I checked both traps, and to my surprise, not only had I caught one rat, I actually caught 2 of them. Since the objective was to humanely catch these rats, now we have to release them. I suggest you drive out 10 to 50 miles and release them into the woods. I also noticed that upon checking the traps, I had a new hole in the chicken wire. Again, the rats possibly chewed through this to get in. So I went to Home Depot and bought some hardware cloth, 19 gauge, half-inch holes. I then cut it in half and wrapped it around the perimeter of the chicken coop to prevent the rats from biting their way through.